Day 3 of our amazing journey started at the crack of dawn. We were all really pretty exhausted from all the hiking we had done in the days before, but the excitement of knowing that today was the day that we got to explore Mesa Verde evaporated any kind of soreness that could be found. We'd actually been staying pretty close to Mesa Verde and didn't have that far of a drive. We'd planned to make a detour to Four Corners so I could get a picture I really wanted. Man, busted. I had read Four Corners was closed, but I didn't realize just how closed it was. Oh well, no bother. It might have been a lot more disappointing if it hadn't been for the spectacular views that lined our little backcountry road to Cortez. Monument Valley, sitting off in the distance, was like a magnet soaking up the landscape. Mexican Hat and its rock of spectacular layers tickled my eyes with color. Ute Mountain, standing guardian of commanding, breathtaking views of far-off distant silhouettes of unbelievable places. As the miles ticked on and our time rolled by, the thoughts of the amazing things I had already seen flooded my mind. It made the anticipation grow like wildfire seeing Mesa Verde. When the entrance sign finally appeared, my mind went completely blank. A story I've heard my whole life mystically appeared, and it was now tangible to me. My heart started to do a double beat. It was so incredible. The ranger had suggested that we drive to the end of the road and work our way out, which we did, and he explained exactly what was and wasn't open. And we knew before we had come that our trip wouldn't be able to be like the way most people experience Mesa Verde. Our previous days of our amazing discoveries we thought might far outweigh anything that we might miss while we were there. The higher we drove up the mesa, the more it seemed to be so familiar to me. And then I realized the road wasn't much different than the one that leads to my own hometown high in the mountains of Southern California. It was so hard to drive to the end of that road first. Passing the signs to places I've wanted to see my whole life just seemed crazy. I just had to hope that we would have enough time to go back and see them. When we made it to the main parking lot, I had to keep myself from running to place. I felt like I was acting just like my 7-year-old that just got released out for recess after a long day at school. Everything was so amazing to me. The trees, the rocks, the sky. Our first real Mesa Verde cliff dwelling was just a short hike away. Seeing the ramparts emerge from the walls of the canyons was mesmerizing. As a bonus, we were just one of a handful of people that were sharing the day together in the park. As we drove from site to site, I could totally envision the amazing culture that called Mesa Verde home. I could feel their love transcend through time, with every site holding its own unique, precise beauty. I constantly found myself so intrigued how the most unordinary of items could belong to the most extraordinary of things. Every curve made with precision craft, every stone neatly placed, every view chosen with a purpose, everything organized and neatly in its place. As the story goes, in 1888, a couple of ranchers stumbled across the Mesa Verde while they were looking for some lost cattle. When the Utes were asked why no one had ever inhabited the dwellings, they answered with a story about how the cliffs were inhabited with spirits that could harm human flesh. I could totally understand what they were saying. I could see why they felt that way. The spirit of the great lost culture resonated through every corner of those canyons, thundering with remembrance of an amazing civilization. As we crawled our way through the park, I knew we were getting close to the location that holds my special secret story. And just like clockwork, my friend Raven appeared, soaring high above the canyon walls, guiding me to my lifetime destination. And there it was, Cliff Palace. My eyes exploded with excitement. I studied every curve with intense amazement. I envisioned the thousands of people who lived there, lives every day surrounded by the enchanting beauty. It was such an incredible sight to be present in. Sun Temple was up next, holding its secret of ancient rituals lost to time like sand in the wind, still seemingly to sing its ancient chorus. As the day passed on and my time ran out, we slowly made our retreat from the mesa, all of us energized with that indescribable happiness that radiated smiles as wide as the sky. I don't get to mark things off of my bucket list very often, and I didn't ever really expect I would get to mark off the green table. I'm so thankful to the Most High for guiding my path to it. I'm also so thankful for my secret story that inspired a lifetime of adventures. Thank you for joining me on this amazing adventure. I hope you've enjoyed it half as much as I did. Until the next adventure, always love. Peace.